Welcome back, ballers! Now, some of you may have heard, I'm actually just logging into WoW. Now, we're going to try something on the stream that may or may not work.
Gonna be trolled.
We're going to be trolled here right now. Apparently, we have a code here.
You might want to cover the screen as well.
The screen's covered. The screen's covered. We're going to try this out on the stream, and if you can take part in this with us, that would be fantastic. But we're going to try something out. Oh, Vanished is all touchy, saying you've got a big ego. Oh, you guys. We'll be back to the show in 1 second. Now, I'm just going to fly myself to right now. One of the subscribers says he has a Spectral Tiger code to give us. Now, if this works, we could be trolled. We could be trolled. But we'll see. Oh, is Ben chewing? Ben's chewing. Stop it, buddy. I'm going to have... So, this may or may not work. Let's find out. I would love to have this happen on the stream so I can give him a big congratulations or a big fuck you.
Oh, dude, you'll be able to see my Rogue's transmog as well.
So, either we're going to get serious to be able to see Rogue's transmog. Priority number 1.
Yeah.
So, let's see if this works. Come on.
I'm flying there now, and if I fly all the fucking way there and it doesn't work...
Oh, it might not work. We could get trolled, but I don't mind. It's worth trying. It's worth trying while we're doing a live show to see if we can get this done.
I'll find where this guy's family live. If you end up trying us, Mike here will eat your dick. I've seen him do it.
I smell a troll. Everyone's saying there's a 50-50 bait on whether it's a troll or not. I think I've wanted this mount since I heard it existed. I don't think there's anybody in the game who hasn't wanted this mount since they heard it existed.
Have you got the code now?
Yeah.
You don't even cover the fucking place where you enter the code.
I know.
Basically got to be a picture of your face where you're entering it. Which is ungodly.
Okay, so Lando's here. Here he is. Right, so let me just do this. Okay. Prepare to get trolled or not.
No way, we fucking got it. Fuck off. Legit. Let me see it. Ah!
Oh, motherfucker.
Yes. Totally worth making a YouTube channel.
I want the purple one.
Fuck off! Not a fucking chance.
I want the purple one. Don't fucking equip it though until I fucking get there and you have to... What the fuck are them bags? I mean, I'm a dick for that. Oh, you better have bag space for them or else you just fucking done goofed.
You create.
Mine's there at least.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
I can't fucking believe it. I can't fucking
You
believe
better
it.
not fucking mount until I get there. We've got to do it together like a rite of passage.
Learning it. Ah! I feel like such a little kid.
Don't do it. Don't equip it.
I'm not. I'm adding it to my bars, man. Jesus Christ. Epic fail. I don't know how to open my mounts.
Shift P. I'm on TV. The Zeppelin couldn't go any fucking slower.
And then?
You don't swim to my mountain?
No.
You fucking have! If you've learned both them mountains.
Good shit. It's amazing, right? I put a comment up saying, should I delete your mount? Everybody said yes. So we're going to mount these over, then we'll get back to the show. If you value your life, then no. Oh, look, everybody joining us.
Okay, I'm going to get back on the stream for a minute because I have taken the wrong Zeppelin.
Oh, there's Vanish and his cool transmog.
Find out, look at the name of his transmog. I'm not going to copy it because it's dog shit compared to mine.
Oh, that's not the transmog we saw, Vanished. Where's the transmog that we liked? Where's the transmog? The good one.
Oh, right, I see what he's done here. He's saying something.
This is
This
my...
is my
Oh, it's a
undead
different rogue. How can Furco from Method be here? Oh, he's still Twisting Nether. What?
You're in team with someone on Twisted Nether.
Oh, he must be. So many people turning up for the stream. Oh, Vanished already has it. Kind of letting the side down, spoiling it.
I know. Turn away from him. You fucking knobhead, Vanished.
I about face. I about face. How far away are you? Why are you in Thunderbluff?
I said I got the wrong Zeppelin, didn't I?
You got the wrong Zeppelin. Stop it, mate. Oh, it's Vinny! It's the Transmog Ballers!
Yes.
There it is. The Transmog heroes are here. Are they all about to get shit on?
Mate.
When Big Daddy arrives. Can
They're
we
gonna
put
look
Ben
like they're
outside?
in-
He's going to tune
Yeah,
us.
come on, Ben.
Come on, mate.
Come on.
Go on, bud. We'll play with you later, Ben, I promise.
What's going to happen is, mate, they're going to look like they're in leveling gear.
Is there a
by the time
warlock
I get
here?
back. Look at Vinny's mount. Mate, that's got a fucking...
Oh, it's the Reforged mount. Yeah, yeah. Is there a Warlock here? Oh, there is, from Stark. Okay. Hang on. Where's Vanished?
Get me in fucking team and summon me.
I'm trying to summon you.
I'm not in party.
You're only on remote chat, by the way.
No, I'm not.
According to my screen, you are. I can't believe you're even getting summoned to get your own mount.
I like you.
You here?
Will be. There he is.
Congrats, man.
Don't mount yet.
Yeah, get somewhere where you're going to look cool.
Where are you?
Stood here?
I don't know where the fuck you are.
Come down. Why are you flying away
Where
for?
the fucking hell you are? You're in a group with like a bunch of people.
Move forward a few inches and to your right. See me? On your right. There you go.
Ready, mate?
You ready?
1, 2, 3, go!
Oh!
Yummy!
You look exactly the same, dude.
Mine goes fucking perfectly with my armour. What a great day.
They're fucking cool as shit. Who's this amateur looking fool next to us? Jackmaster.
Oh, dude, I can't transmog this guy again.
They are so fucking good, man. I can't believe we got those. And it wasn't a troll. Like,
That's fucking legit, mate. That is absolutely legit.
I mean, for someone who cares so much about, like, I mean, I don't care much about my character, but that is badass. You look mint. Hey, mate, where'd you get your mount from?
Oh, mate, I just fucking got it now, mate.
Did you get your mount, mate?
Should we growl, mate? Should we growl?
Should we growl? 3, 2, 1.
Roar.
I can't get a good shot of the growl. Oh, get a 3-way. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's we'll play with those later. Let's log out. But I can't express the thanks to the gentleman who's provided us with those.
What a fucking legend.
It's just okay. Well, you win the hat anyway, so send us your address. It's the least I can do is give you a hat. I think the dollar value is about the same. I think we're pretty close. Oh, hey, there's another one here. Come back. Lithus has got one too. We've got 4. Let me get a screenshot of the 4 ballers on the Spectral Tigers. Get in a row.
Should we go stand on that island?
Yeah.
Let's go stand on that island with a fucking big statue bastard.
Sit on his head. Can we mount on his head?
We can mount on his arms and shit. I think. And there now. I call head.
Yeah, it's me and you get on the head. Oh, what a quality screenshot. You got a better position on the head.
Fucking 2 right I have.
This is bullshit, I'm stuck. I'm coming near the guys on the arm.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we both go on the head but we'll go sideways?
No, come on the arm, come on the arm, it's better.
Okay. I'm gonna fall off. Yep. Bye.
He fell off.
One sec. Oh mate, check that shit out.
Print screen, mate. Okay, let's continue with the show. We are working right now.
Okay, one sec.
Always a douchebag. Okay, back with the show. Camera's moving.
Where do you want to go?
Pull the handle, push the handle towards me. Bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. And we're back in the game.
Should let me tank that guy.
Awesome! That is fucking the coolest thing.
That's legit, man.
I mean, because we were debating downstairs, should we do this on the stream? Should we wait till after? What should we do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Could it be a troll? Could have very well been a troll, but it wasn't. And I suspected it wasn't from... We actually tried it earlier in the day, and the code wasn't working. But the guy was like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, genuinely not like, haha, I got you. It was like, I really don't know what's the problem. Anyway, he contacted us and managed to get it fixed, but fuck me.
That's so fucking cool.
That is something I've wanted in World of Warcraft for ages.
Same as.
Since I knew it was in the game. And yours is exactly the same as mine, so the rare and the epic must be different speeds, I guess, from the old days.
That's what it'll be. Man.
So the hat goes to you, my friend. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. You had a WoW thing you wanted to bring up, which was people helping you.
Oh shit, yeah. Just really briefly. I mean, because I'm not a fucking endgame raider, I'm still learning. Even a rogue that I've played in and out of every expansion, I'm still fucking learning. Especially with it being new content and it being changed repeatedly. But we was doing Elegon tries. And there was loads of people in the fucking stream. In fact, no, it dates before Elegon when we was doing the troll boss. And people are saying, you should try this, you should try this. And we tried loads of things that the guy said in the chat. And then like, they just seemed to like, when we was in mid-try, they were conversating amongst themselves saying like, yeah, but if they did that, they should do this. And they were, all right, okay then. Yeah, okay. Now try this. It was like a collective. Like,
so you were like getting your own personal workshop from the ballers.
Exactly. And it was fucking mint. And there was a guy who wandered in the channel. He wasn't a subscriber. And he was a rogue who cleared this. I think he's done a few HCs as well. He's like saying, because I was on subtlety as well on Elegon. He said, look, dude, 5 out of 6 of these bosses, assassination's your best rogue spec. You want to try that. Only stay as combat for the stone guards. The rest, assassination. So I was like, right, okay, this guy seems like he knows what he's talking about. So I changed it, and then my DPS was still quite crap. He says, right, no, they've actually changed the patch now. It's better if you open with Mutilate, you do this, vanish, Mutilate, blah, blah, blah. I tried it again, and it rocketed, but his fucking reaction in the chat was legit. He's like, you've got it, bro! Go, go, go! He was so fucking cool. And then after the raid and that, he said, thanks, been a really fucking entertaining stream, I've subbed. So he wasn't even part of the community at the time, but he's actually subbed from helping and shit, and it was fucking awesome.
That is so cool, man. And I was glad to see you, you could see a noticeable improvement as well. That's
Definitely.
what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, going on to the workshops, I asked on Friday that people start submitting to the workshops again, now they're raiding, so I could start doing people's workshops again. And it was like, it was weird for me the first time I did the workshop. And I think Paulie was the very first workshop ever. He's in the chat right now.
Paulie PJ.
Paulie PJ was the very first workshop I ever did. And I kind of knew what I wanted to do with the workshop, and I didn't know whether I'd come across as a sarcastic git, or it wouldn't help at all, or anything like that. So it's very difficult, especially, I mean, it's such a risky thing to do, the workshop. One, you're asking people to, it's not like, say, StarCraft 2. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, it's kind of like a Day 9 thing, which it was. I mean, the idea came from there. Why can't I do that with WoW? Which is get people's footage and talk through what they're doing. But this is different. A StarCraft 2 replay is kilobytes of data, and it automatically saves it. So I could send it to you in seconds. With a WoW video, I needed the guys to record themselves playing and then render that footage, then upload it to YouTube, and then say, right, I've uploaded my game here, which is not easy to do with World of Warcraft. And plus, you had things like UI to consider. So if I got somebody, I got a lot of workshop submissions, but some of them like had UI so bad, I just couldn't do anything with it. It was so difficult to see what was going on.
Well, that's why it's like a two-tier workshop, because you're not only helping with the gameplay, you're helping with improvements or suggestions to change the UI that might enhance their gameplay as well.
Well, exactly. It was a risky thing to do for me anyway, because I could have come across as a complete fool. It might not have worked. So I think Paulie was the first one to. He's like, "Here's my rogue. Can you help us out?" So I did the rogue, and I thought I did okay. Afterwards, I was kind of like. And I remember we did it at the back of the room when the PC was over there with the wardrobes behind in my shot. Not that this background's any better. But the sun was beaming on my face. I had like this red hot fucking sweating face. And I was, trying to do a workshop and lead it on my own. And it's not something like the web show where we can get feedback from the guys directly. It's not like that. So it's got to be sort of pre-planned, a bit scripted. I had to sit and watch the videos for quite a while because I had to get notes. Like, all right, 2 minutes 17, this happens. At 2 minutes 30, this happens. At 3 minutes and 50, this happens. So I had all these notes prepared and stuff, and I'm like, this could fucking suck. This could really suck. And I did it, and then I was done, and I was like, I think that went well. I don't know. Did I help in any way, or did I just point out things that I think are obvious? And it was kind of like, what to do? And then Paulie sent me a video literally like a week later saying my DPS is just gone so much higher. And after that, I was like, that's so good. That is awesome. Because now Paulie is recognizing his own things. Because I think in the email Paulie sent me.
He says that now.
Yeah, like he said that. He actually pointed out, which was the best thing ever, what he could have done better. After he watched himself back, even after the improvements, he went, I know I could have done this better. And that was just everything, because that's the difference, is where you want players to go, okay, you've told me what's right, and then they still make mistakes, and then they send it back saying, okay, it's still not perfect, what else should I do? Instead of that, what you want people to say is, I know what I did wrong, and now I know what I need to work on next time, which is the brilliant thing about it, which is, please send things to the workshop, send yourself playing to the workshop, and we'll do a workshop on it. It's not a mockery or anything like that. I mean, we had all kinds of players on there. We had people with legendaries who needed a little bit of help. I remember we did a legendary rogue. We do all sorts of things, man. It's just so cool. It's something I want to get back into. I was actually pointing out last Saturday was when I realised that I hadn't prepared anything for that Saturday, because I try and stream something every Saturday night, and it was usually web show workshop, web show workshop, web show workshop.
I didn't comment. I like it.
But last week we were playing. WoW. We were doing something. No, we were doing graphics, weren't we? We were doing all the graphics for the channel and stuff like that. And then I thought, why are we doing this on a Saturday? I usually am doing something on a Saturday. I'm not usually able to do this. And I was like, I haven't streamed anything tonight. What the hell? And that was just a totally bizarre situation to be in. And I don't want to be in that situation. I want you guys to send me things. I really do want you to send me things, which is pretty cool. Let's move on to some TV stuff. What was it you wanted to bring up? You said something about TV you wanted to talk about?
Oh, the shit started up again, mate. The decent programs.
Like what?
Boardwalk Empire started again. You've not watched
Boardwalk Steve Empire. Buscemi's in that,
Steve Buscemi's fucking good, mate. He's really good. Big Bang started again. Are you still into Big Bang?
I don't think anybody isn't into Big Bang. I kind of don't care as much as I used to.
Yeah.
The formula is very standard, but it's fun. If it's on and I haven't seen it, I will definitely watch it. But I haven't gone out of my way to watch it.
Okay. Sons of Anarchy new season. That I tell you something, mate. That has quickly gone and been one of my favourite programs. Every fucking season that program delivers. If you've not watched Sons of Anarchy, and
what's the basis of Sons of Anarchy?
It's basically a motorcycle club. It's like a garage where they repair stuff, but they're an MC, and they do a lot of dodgy dealings under the table while they're in a town called Charming, and basically there's loads of encroaching MCs and other sort of groups and that trying to take over that town, and they start getting into drugs and guns and stuff. And obviously, that's got repercussions. Then it starts going into the family stuff, and then they start getting stuff inside the club. There's just loads of shit going on, but it's so good. It's really, really good. But it's like in the same episode that something like cataclysmically bad can go on, there'll still be like tiny bits of light humour that you can take with it as well. It's not all doom and gloom. Some of it is, some of it isn't. But yeah, it's so good, mate. It's really, really.
I mean, we're
good.
getting a few suggestions here. That's just something like Breaking Bad. I mean, I asked you about Breaking Bad because all I'm hearing is amazing things. But you said season 1 and 2 are great, and then season 3 was a letdown.
It's not that, and I should have persevered more with it. I think it's the combination of all my things starting up again is when I started. When I had a break in all my shows, well, all my shows sound like a right fucking woman. But when my shows started, I had like a break and they all finished at the same time. I used that time to get into Breaking Bad. Watched the first season, absolutely loved it. Excuse me. Started the second season, got about halfway through, and I'm sort of thinking, so far it's sort of been the same overlying plot. I won't obviously say what it is. And then when all my stuff started again,
it got left.
It was like, oh wow, I've totally missed it. Breaking Bad's taking a back seat. But someone's put in the chat there, Snail. I've just recorded there's a new program called Arrow.
It's the Green Arrow, isn't it?
The Green Arrow.
Yeah, it's on Sky, isn't it?
Yeah, it starts in the UK. It starts on Monday night on Sky.
Tell me about the Green Arrow.
To be honest,
he just looks like a shit Legolas.
He looks like a shit Legolas and Hawkeye. I don't know too much about the Green Arrow, I've got to admit, because DC, I'm very, very hazy. Apart from the fucking mainstreams like Batman, Superman, and Green Lantern, Flash, I don't know much about it. But that's also why I'm watching The Arrow. It looks good. As long as it doesn't look like Smallville, which to me is a superhero Dawson's Creek.
So good.
It looks...
Somebody save me! And then it ends with, oh! So good. Fucking, I love it. Smallville is so good.
Smallville can suck.
Lana Lane would get it.
Lang.
Would get it twice.
No.
Lane and Lang.
Yeah,
Three-way.
As long as I hate Smallville, but as long as Arrow's not like Smallville, I'm gonna give it a fair shot. Cause I'm up for anything that's superheroes.
Everyone hates Smallville.
Fuck Smallville, yeah.
Okay, well we'll get to that. Well, again, we've got a lot of shows to talk about here.
Sky Siege, Supernatural as well. That's restarted again. Forgot to mention that. Fucking love it. I got into that for Suzanne. Bit more of a chick program, but it's really fucking
better
entertaining.
than the Vampire Diaries. That's what Genji likes.
That's my limit. Suzanne is one of those people that got caught in the tangent of all this vampire dog shit. But anyway, I started watching it when a Twilight comes out. I'll watch it with her. Don't mind it. True Blood. I started watching that with her. I actually like True Blood. Vampire Diaries. I started to watch half of it. Basically, Vampire Diaries is to vampires as Supernatural. Smallville is to Superman. It's basically.
Oh, so it sounds good then.
No, superheroes in Dawson's Creek, vampires in Dawson's Creek. Fuck that. I watched one of them and I just sat there and you're like, when you've got like your arms folded and you're like, I'm going to be the judge of this. When it comes on, you don't say anything, you just go. But she's sat there like...
Can I cast back before we go too far into TV? Because there's another program I want to talk about that keeps getting mentioned in the chat. Why is The Flash good?
Why wouldn't he be?
He just runs quick.
Yeah.
Why is that a superpower?
Why is it?
He can get into the shit faster. I don't get The Flash.
Why?
It sounds so shit.
No, it isn't.
He does things really quickly. He can't fly, doesn't have super strength, just runs really fast.
Yeah.
What is that?
Or peg it against someone like Batman.
Yeah, million cool toys, millionaire, Batmobile,
Yeah, by the time
Batwing.
that he can activate any of those things, Flash would have broke him into 27 different
He
bits.
wouldn't, because he's not super strong.
Yeah, but if someone runs at you at 800 mile an hour with a fist like this, you're not going to fucking
Yeah,
stand
he'd break
there.
his own arm.
So what?
So it's like,
He's just knocked the fuck out of you, hasn't he?
I got you.
The Flash is cool.
I cannot
Granted,
possibly understand how the Flash has a different story every week. How many different variations is there of somebody running really quickly that's great? At best he could do is carry a rope and just tie people up really quickly.
I don't understand how many variations can someone with technology have? Unless it's a new piece of technology every week. But then they've got like a never-ending amount of technology. The Flash is a superpower, isn't it?
It is a superpower.
The Green Lantern.
It's super
the Green Lantern is basically what he can think about and put it into a ring.
He's awesome. He can generate anything his mind could possibly imagine. The scope is endless for Green Lantern.
But it's all
the
based on a
Flash
ring.
can just run really quick.
Yeah, but then you've got to think of like Batman's technology. The Green Lantern's a ring. Fucking Green Arrow, Hawkeye, someone with a bow and arrow. The Flash, someone who can move fast. You've got to think of that ability put into different applications.
I can't think of any that would interest
That's
me.
because you've got a fucking thin shit mind.
I have not got a thin shit mind.
The whole part of anything to do with comics is to have an imagination. Young
You have to imagine some fucking shit to make the Flash good. I'm telling you, you would have to be the Imaginarium.
Someone said to you, do you want to be a normal person or do you want to run at the speed of
I would take
sound?
the speed of light, but I would say, can I not have anything better?
Yeah, and they're like,
What else is on the table?
Well, they're
Is
like-
there room for negotiation with this?
what about
Can I run half the speed of sound and have super strength? I'd be
No.
cool with that. No, who are you? Like you're the gift master? Like you're that wizard from
I'm
Visionaries?
on the fucking, you know what I mean? I'm the guy behind the counter selling these
You
superpowers.
Stan Lee,
Look, mate,
motherfucker.
what I'm willing to give you is, I'll give you the super speed, or you can fuck off with nothing.
Hatman's just said, I can't defend the Flash, but somehow I think he's cool. Flash is the Olympic legend.
Do you know what? I know what Hatman's saying. He just is cool.
His suit sucks. His superpower sucks. He sucks. Aquaman sucks. The Flash sucks. Are they going to have to make a Flash movie? Was he in the Justice League?
Yeah, he's in the Justice League.
God. They can't make that dark and interesting. He's a deep, brooding Flash. He runs with the speed of melancholy. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so cool.
Do you know what?
Stop screaming Hellboy. We know Hellboy's cool.
I'll
Ron Perlman's legit.
I'll let you go on these tangents just for the sake of... There's no arguing with you. You're wrong. But, you know,
I can't see how he would be
the
good.
Flash is fucking awesome. What it is, you can't put your imagination to the applications of running at that speed.
I'm going to have to do some research. If I find an interesting story on The Flash, I will gladly take it back. I think there was a TV series of The Flash. And I
I'll
think
tell
I
you
used
what
to
we'll
watch
do
it,
is,
and it
after
was
this,
shit.
listen, after this, you set up the Minecraft shit and I'll bring you up at least 10 examples of why the
No,
Flash
fuck
is
you,
fucking
right? This is what a friend always does. You sort that out. I'm going to surf YouTube for comic book shit.
I'm not going to surf YouTube. It'll be like
That's the plan.
It'll be text
Alright,
on
you set up
Wikipedia.
servers. Oh, I'll read Wikipedia. Tell you what we'll do. Here's the plan after the stream, guys. I'll set up all the servers and stuff, and you'll surf Wikipedia.
Well,
Like a boss.
Wait, two of us can't set up fucking
Yeah,
servers, can
it's
we?
not a two-man job, so one of us has to read
I can
Wikipedia.
sit here juggling my nutsack. But no, what I'll do is I'll put my fucking good use to work and prove to you why the Flash is fucking awesome.
Paulie's with me. Flash can get home more quickly than Batman can. After the victory is happened, he can run home really fast. That's fucking... The Tick owns the Flash, agreed. You know who the Tick is?
Don't know the fucking course I know who the Tick
He's
is.
so good. He's so... Do you know what was the best superhero movie? Well, not the best by any means. That was... I apologise. But do you know what one of the best superhero films out of the last 10
Do I have
years
to
is?
fucking brace myself or is this going to be a legit fucking answer?
Mystery Men. It's so fucking good. The spade, the shovel, I should say. The shovel, and then you've got, what's he called? Mr. Captain Angry, Ben Stiller. So fucking good. It is meant, have you seen that film? The Bowler. Yeah, the guy from Keenan and Kel who can turn
Kel.
invisible as long as nobody looks at him. So fucking good. So fucking good. Invisible Guy.
Do you know what? You are right now Peter Griffin in Family Guy.
The Disco Team.
You are
The
Family
Disco Boys.
Peter
Benny
Griffin
Izzard.
doesn't like The Godfather. I like The Money Train.
I
Is
like
my
The-
response to that answer.
I like. I'm not saying it's the best film, but it totally makes me laugh. The Shovel is awesome.
Kick Ass was a better film than Mystery Man.
Kit Kats.
Kick Ass.
I agree. Kick Ass is a great film.
Better
I
than
think
Mystery
Kick Ass 2 is going to be good.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's in it.
I know.
Is that a bad thing now?
No.
I think so. Mr. Popper's Penguins.
I don't like the
Fuck.
fact that Christopher Mintz-Pla's character is now called the Motherfucker.
Red Mist.
Yeah, changed to the Motherfucker.
Whatever happened to that guy? He made some good films, didn't he? Anyway, back to TV. Dexter. You not watched Dexter, I don't think.
Don't like it.
Have you watched it though?
Yeah.
I'm into season 3 right now.
Mrs. is well up to date with it. She's watching the new season that's on it now, but she really dug into that. She loves it, absolutely loves it. But it's not my kind of thing because I'm a squeamish little bitch though.
It is gruesome in some parts.
Exactly.
There's some gore in it, but I think you know what it is. I love Dexter. I actually think it's a really cool story, and I don't mind any gore whatsoever. I've watched most gory films.
But
It's-
she's
Yeah, no
sorry, go on.
spoilers, but I'm just gonna say his sister annoys the shit out of me.
Okay.
I don't know if you know her. I mean, she ruins the whole series for me. Literally, that one character makes me want to turn over.
Tell you what else she's into, which I know a lot of these guys will be into, is The Walking Dead. New season.
Sounds like a
started.
zombie program.
It is. Not for me. that is my biggest. I mean,
She gets better. She gets better.
the two things in life that scare me are needles and spiders. Now, the one thing in life that isn't in life, or there is no possibility of it coming into existence, is zombies. Anything to do with zombies scares the living fuck out of me.
How can you play Resident Evil then?
Because
Zombies
Resident-
and spiders.
I know.
And needles.
We'll put it this way, Resident Evil 1 and 2, when it comes to the parts, in 1 you return to the mansion, spiders are there. In 2 you go into the sewers, spiders are there. Do that part.
Yeah, I did one part for you. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
I really can't. But have you genuinely been scared by games other than that one? Like, actually, like... I mean, not like Slenderman scared, which is just shock
Jumpy.
value. But actually, like, in an environment in a game that was like, this is really uncomfortable. I don't like it. I can't think of any where that's happened. Where I've been like, I don't even want to do this anymore.
I tell you what, I don't like in games, and it's. I mean, I'll be fucking honest with you. I'm not a fucking tough case by any means. I'll tell you what scares the shit out of me. Basically, I don't think I can give clear examples, but bosses in games that are fucking ginormous, but you don't see all of them at first. I think.
I know what you mean. Like
like-
you see the foot or something.
No. You see like their face, but when it like in there was a Star Wars game on the N64. Okay, you're underwater in really murky water. When you start to get closer to this boss, it's like fucking got things loads of tentacles and a massive fucking head and stuff. When that starts to get into perspective, it's not like, "Ah!" but it's just like I don't like stuff like that. I don't like an enemy of like gruesome grandeur and shit like that. I don't know what it is. I don't. Maybe if it was like a normal sized boss, the same sort of model, I'd be fine. I don't know what it is about the grandeur thing. I mean, even like.
So you wouldn't have liked that game, Monster Hunter. I kind of want to say it's called Monster Hunter, but it might not be.
Yeah.
But the whole game is it's like an RPG essentially, but there's just giant bosses in the world, and you have to find a way to take them down.
That's Shadow of the Colossus. Or it might be Monster
It's
Hunter
similar
as well,
to that, yeah. It's
with
similar
Shadow
to
of the Colossus, but I like that. It's got to be a certain sort of scary element to it. I mean, if it's a fucking 800-foot pony,
I don't think there's any.
it's not going to bother me.
It's Shadow of
Do
the
you know what I mean?
Colossus.
Now? Well, Shadow of the Colossus, I could tolerate that because they they're mainly stone, they move slow and stuff like that. But there's no surprise to them either. Do you know what I mean? You see them in the distance, and you just get closer and closer and closer until you mount them and kill them.
Do you know what used to really freak me out as a kid, as a boss, as the scariest boss ever? Dr. Robotnik.
Really?
He freaked the fuck out of me because he had them wee beady eyes and he had the mustache going on and all that. He just looked like a kitty catcher. He genuinely looked like it. I mean, do you know what the kitty catcher is?
No.
Have you ever seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
No.
Oh, well, there's a guy in there who's essentially what would be considered a modern day paedophile. He like roams. It's a kid's film, but he roams around in like this black carriage, and he's called the kitty catcher, and he steals kids from the street. They wouldn't put it in a film now, pretty much. But at the time, that shit was fucking terrifying. Seriously, it put me into shakes for ages. Really did.
Ali's on to a point there when they said Nemesis, but although I know what they mean about Nemesis, but mine through the Resident Evil franchise was Tyrant 109. Who's
I never thought
basically
Nemesis was scary.
I don't think it's too scary. Tyrant 109 was just unstoppable, and he seems to re-emerge in every Resident Evil game. I don't think he was in 5, but Tyrant was he was badass. He was just basically, he wasn't massive and stuff. He moved really slowly. You'd unload everything into him. He'd carry on coming, but then all of a sudden, he'd like lunge. Do you know what I mean? It was the whole thing of like just being unstoppable, and like Resident Evil, it's a survival horror, so you're low on ammo anyway and stuff.
Did you ever play Silent Hill?
Yes.
What was it like? I have never played Silent Hill.
I played 2. So the only one I ever played is Silent Hill 2. Is that the one with the mist? If it's not, it's Silent Hill 1. It was really good. It was really good.
I'll tell you what spoiled it for me is I bought for the N64, I think, or it might have been my GameCube, Silent Hill The Room. I think it's Silent Hill 4.
Oh, the one
and
with
it
you
was
went through the
fucking
wall.
shit. Like, the first 20 minutes, I could not get into that fucking game. I really couldn't. And then I was so excited for this scary game. I like being scared. I like watching scary stuff. And that was bobbins.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was terrible, Silent Hill 4. And then I read, I'd never played it more than the first 30 minutes. So maybe I'm not giving it a fair shout. I'll gladly accept that. But those first 30 minutes did not grab me whatsoever. I just thought it was shit. So Silent Hill 1's the one with the mist. I played Fear. I didn't think Fear was
I
scary.
tell you, it was a good jumpy and like sort of scary game. Was called The Condemned 2.
Is this the one that was banned on the PlayStation?
I don't think it was banned. It was basically in the second one. I'm going to go into vagaries, but basically there's all the things you got to analyse, like a crime scene and stuff like that. But then there's all this like jumpy, surreal shit that jumps out. But then it's not just the jumpy effects, but then there's after like there's a guy like a really messed up like demon-y guy who like basically jumps out on you and then his face appears and then he's pinning you down but he's talking to you right into your face and stuff like that.
So we haven't mentioned in terms of scary games as well. System Shock 2. That game was fucking legit, wasn't it? System Shock 2. I mean, we played that multiple times.
Yeah, even though it wasn't visually scary, the part where the computer takes over the entire room that you're in, just to look at that was. But here's another thing, actually. It's weird how my fucking brain works. It's not scary, and I don't know what. In fact, I don't even know what like emotion is. But like Elegon, you know the massive like never-ending thing beneath him and stuff like that.
Well, it's the Algalon area.
Exactly.
Really,
but like for a goof before we pulled him and shit, I dived down it on my glider.
What? And you had dreams about it?
No, but just like I don't, the whole like never-ending thing. It's sort of tied in with that thing I was saying about the boss from Star Wars N64, where it's just like a never-ending thing around you.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like that. I know it's in Warcraft and it's a big.
You don't like limitlessness.
I think that's what it is.
So universe. Have you ever tried to contemplate the size of the universe?
No, I'm not going to do. But, I mean, maybe that's why I find the first Slender scarier than the rest. You know what I was saying? I mean, when we was playing the other Slender games and like the one inside the hospital.
Yeah, the asylum one.
Even though I wasn't fully doing that, I agreed to do that. It's because I can see everything. Do you know what I mean? You can see the end of a wall. You can see the end of a tunnel or a corridor. Whereas the first one, do you know what I mean? It's that abyss that's in front of you. I think that's what I don't know what it is. It's like fucking psychology time.
I suppose here's a question for you, right? Because we're just talking about dreams. Have you ever had a legitimately scary dream? And the same for you guys, like one that was freaky. Because I've had two this week. And I think it's because I've been working that hard that my brain's been going while I've gone to sleep. And I've had two legitimately scary dreams. Before we get to that, have you ever dreamed of flying?
No.
Why does everybody tell me they've dreamed of flying? My mother dreams of flying all the time. Why can't I have that?
I'll tell you.
I would appreciate it so much more.
It's really weird as well. The last scary dream I had, I was about 7. Legit scary dream. And for some reason, what it was, I can remember it avidly. It was in a shopping centre, running from something. It was basically looked like sort of like an org, but like a load of them, massive ones. And I was only young at the time. But the floor was ice, and I couldn't get enough traction on my feet.
I've done mud. I felt like
I couldn't get enough traction on my feet to escape them. And just as they like nail you, that's when I woke up like terrified. And that was when I was about 7. That's the last legit scary dream I had. But remember when I introduced you to the Joe Rogan podcast?
Yeah.
He's sponsored by a company called Onnit, who make this compound called Alpha Brain.
They sponsor Rooster Teeth now, as far as
really?
Yeah.
No way. Onnit do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alpha Brain.
Alpha Brain, yeah. But me and a guy from work who listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, we got some Alpha Brain, and basically it's just supposed to enhance like your concentration and blah 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 and stuff like that. It's probably snake oil for all I know. But
Sex Panther.
You read the bottle and it says take one a day. If it even says if you want to have lucid dreams, take 3 a day. So like,
I don't like the idea of a chemical that's fucking with my brain.
Well, that's
in
it.
that sense.
But like, so I was like, okay, fuck it. So I was eating them like M&Ms, 3 a day, 3 a day, 3 a day, and I had the most boring dreams in my life. Just to give you an example, like Ben, who's a guy who got some with me, he's like, "Did you have 3 yesterday?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "What did you dream about last night?"
Reading a book.
And he said, I think he actually said that he had a dream that he was flying, or he had the ability to not like, like arms out flying, but like to levitate his body anywhere, kind of like how the way that Magneto moves.
Yeah.
He said he had the ability to do that in his dream, but then he knew that he was dreaming. You know, when you hit that point.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What do you dream about?" I said, "I had a dream that I went to Tesco, bought some pasta, and went round to my mate's house and cooked dinner." That was the fucking dream that I had. But it was that sort of category every night.
Yeah, just completely.
It was shit.
Well, I'm not going to give that a try then.
So
I don't know. I don't think you're the kind of guy who benefit from something like that.
No, my mind's fucked as it is anyway.
Well, your mind's all over the place all the time. I don't think it's benefiting you to have more stimulation.
In consciousness, my mind's fucking thinking of the surreal so much that when I actually do supposed to have lucid dreams, I have a normal life.
Yeah, you go through the loop and you're back to completely fucking normal. Jesus. I don't think that has anything to benefit you. I can imagine it might benefit me sometimes if I'm really, really tired, but that's fucking gangster. But last night I dreamt that I had bolts drilling through my arms, and I was doing it, like shattering my own bones and then holding them up to an X-ray. But it didn't hurt or anything. And I knew I was dreaming. I always know when I'm dreaming, and it's pretty cool because I always win in my dreams. if you know you're dreaming, you can turn the odds. Like some people dream that they're always in fights and stuff and they can't win. You know, they're running through mud. I always win in my dreams, and it's so fucking cool. I dreamt, this is no shit, this is during the week, when Ben ran away, for the first time ever, Ben ran away for a total of about 7 minutes, something like that. Something minuscule, and then we found him. And it was like, that night I was obviously thinking about Ben, and it was the first realisation that he might disappear, and that's kind of scary and stuff like that. And that night I dreamt I was this was a Saturday afternoon after it had happened, and it was last Saturday before you came round. I was having a sleep on the couch, which I tried to do on a Saturday to try and get everything done in the morning, then have a sleep in the afternoon, and then crack on at night. So I tried to have a little snooze for an hour. And I was laying on the couch, and Ben was laying with me. In my dream, I woke up on my couch, and Ben was still there. And then Ben ran off, and then he yelped. And I came in, and Ben was dead. Ben had been like skinned, he had his legs broken, everything. It was really bad. And I got dead upset. And then Emma walked in the dream. And then I knew I was dreaming because the house was a different shape. You know, like in a dream, things don't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, I instantly clocked then that, like, this is a dream. I know it's a dream. I'm going to go after whoever did this. I ended up on the Starship Enterprise. I shit you not, this happened. And I was going through doors, like a zero-G thing, where you go through doors. And I think I'd seen the adverts of Cube. You remember the horror film Cube? Shit as fuck. But you go through, like, vertical, sideways doors. And then in this door was this guy. And he was like, I hurt your dog. I beat the fuck out of him. It was a well good dream. And then Emma woke me up.
I think as well, and this is just only a prediction, because obviously I don't know what the hell goes on in my subconscious. I think if I was in a dream and I knew that I was in a dream, my subconscious would take over and it would terrify me.
Are you worried about what your mind can produce? Is that what you're saying? Because your mind can produce anything it wants.
That's what I mean. I mean, like, imagine if I was in a dream and I was flying around Neverland. Peaceful, nice.
Michael Jackson's place, that would be scary.
Wait. No, just like, you know, like you've seen Hook. That sort of like, here in Neverland, I'm just flying around enjoying it. My mind would amalgamate like a 300-foot tarantula.
Yeah, maybe. Kind of like that Harry Potter where the box produces your worst nightmare. Do you remember that? Is it the wardrobe or something like that? Yes. And then the fucking Dementors come out and shit like that. Yeah, that'd be freaky. I don't know what my worst nightmare would be. Probably my dad. I used to be like, what's this YouTube business I'm hearing all about?
You come home from work and there's just like some guy with a newspaper. Who are you? And he drops it and it's your dad.
I think I watched Cube. You would have forgot if you watched Cube. It's fucking terrible. But yeah, dreams are so. But have you ever taken control of your dream and had fun with it? It's really cool if you can do it, and you can, because if you notice anything amiss, and you grab onto that, you can instantly start changing it around, and that's really cool.
It's weird though. I mean, like going back, you know, I said that dream when I was 7 about being chased when I couldn't get traction on ice. The only other dream that I remember, and it's from the same. It's so strange. It's absolutely strange. I've not thought about it for like a good 4 years or so. And this is messed up now. The only other dream that I can remember so avidly was I was basically popping out of a manhole on a fire pole, looking out. It was at night time. There was a cash machine in the wall. Rodney and Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses was on the cash machine, and they looked around and saw me. And for some reason I was scared, so I slid down the pole. And I was sliding down the pole. There was an adjacent pole next to me. RoboCop was sliding down at me, shooting at me.
Oh, fuck that.
How fucked up is that?
Had you committed a crime?
No.
Well, then RoboCop wouldn't have been shooting at you.
How fucked up
you
is
were
that,
guilty.
Though? The fact I can remember exactly what everything looked like to this day from when I had that dream. It's like seared into the back of my eyes or my brain or something like that. It's mad. Those two dreams are the only two dreams that I can avidly. I can obviously remember bits and bats of dreams, especially those sons of bitches where you think something awesome has happened, you wake up and it hasn't. Mine's got limited scale to that. I had a dream when I was like 13 or something. There was a hat that I saw in the shop. I had a dream that some guy was wearing it. I went, yeah, mate, you can have that. I was like, Mint, I woke up like, Mint, where's that fucking hat?
And the obsession began to find that hat.
That's where it is. That's where I got my hat obsession from.
Oh, that's crazy, man. But I never had that flying dream. Like, my mum tells me that she regularly dreams of flying through mountains, across, like, highlands of Scotland, through cities, all sorts of stuff. She says, oh, I do it all the time. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Why aren't I having that dream? What the fuck? What's wrong with me, Mum? What did you do, Mum? Causing me all these kind of problems. I hate that. I really hate that. It's fucking scary. Oh, did we ever get the merch from Monster? No, Paulie. And we chased them on it and we didn't get shit. That's why we're only having one can between two. You see what you did, Monster? You see what you did? Oh, you used to talk about Paper Dragon. I think I've spoken about this before about talking to people in the sleep, but I totally took that too far once. As a kid, maybe I haven't told this story, but as a kid, probably about 7 or 8 years old, used to share beds, yeah, with like friends and stuff. They used to stick you in one bed, and I was staying with a friend of mine and a friend of his who was a girl. Now we were all kids, so it was nothing fucking gangbangish going on, and if it was, I would have been on top. But we're in bed and we're asleep. Anyway, I couldn't sleep because I could never sleep since I was a kid. Going to sleep is really difficult for me, really, really hard. And I was awake, and this girl was like snoring her fucking face off. And I started saying,
Put your dick in
you know
her
what
mouth.
she had?
AIDS.
So stupid. Do you remember the original Batman bubblegum cards?
Yeah.
And about 16 of them formed a picture of Batman. On the back, it was a picture of the Joker.
No.
From the original Tim Burton film, it was.
Right.
Those are bubblegum cards. Anyway, I was collecting them for fucking ages. And my dad owned a pub at the time.
Mm.
And there was an old fella who lived in the pub who used to every day bring me a pack of Batman bubblegum cards.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, I fucking love him. And like, he used to give me this pack of cards. I'd open it, eat the bubblegum, and try and make this picture, this ensemble picture. And I could never get the same. I always got like the bottom right, you know, like Premier League stickers. You always got the same guy shiny all the time, and you just had these swapsies. So it was like that all the fucking time. Anyway, she had all of them, but she wouldn't let anybody touch them. And
Bitch.
she'd made it into. She put it on the back of like a Frosties packet, like a cereal packet, so it was a full card image. And she wouldn't let anyone touch it. You could look at it from afar, kind of thing. She's 7 or 8 years old. That's what you do. So while she was asleep, she was snoring, and I was like, "Shut up!" And she went, "What?" And then I realised this girl, you could completely speak to her while she was asleep. The fun began, right? I started winding her up, saying, "You're really mean for not letting people touch your Batman cards." She went, "Why?" And then I even introduced characters. I said I was a little alien guy and there was a little alien girl. I feel really bad for this now, but I don't even know this girl's name. I could never find her again to explain this. And I spoke to her for probably an hour to an hour and a half. And ultimately she was like, "I'll give you this stuff."
Keep going.
Oh, we're buying someone.
It's fucking Jack. He's being a right baby. He's in it every week. But Jack, you can have a time out for being a miserable little bastard.
No, you can't make pedo jokes. And then and then I talked to her, and then I was playing with it while she was asleep. I was like holding it and stuff, and I was like, "This is really amazing. You should give it to your friend Mike." And she went, "No, I don't like him." Right? I'd only met her like that day, and she's going on and on and on about this stuff, fucking not letting me play with it. And I kept talking to her for about an hour and a half until my other friend woke up because I was talking so much. And he asked me what I was doing, and I was like, "Oh, you can talk to her and sleep. Say anything you want," thinking it was the funniest thing in the world. I was loving it. Say anything you want. Say anything you want. And he wouldn't. He went, "No, I'm going back to sleep. You shouldn't do that." I'm like, fucking punk. So I carried on doing it for about 20 minutes, and then he's like, "Shut up, Mike, shut up." And I was like, "Alright." So I went to sleep, woke up the next day. She totally was asleep, but thought it was a dream, and she starts talking at breakfast about how she was visited by little aliens in the night in her dream, and they were talking to her about Batman cards, and she was going on and on about it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
That's mint.
Even as a kid, I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was the best thing ever. Totally trolled the shit out of that girl, and she still never gave me the fucking Batman cards. Little story there from Slippers. When I was little, my friend gave me all this random shit like Pokemon cards, toys, general cool stuff for that age. I had a dream of playing these new things the next morning. I got up from bed all excited, only to find they were gone. I thought I'd imagined them in my dream, but no, my dad took them back because he thought I'd stole them. You got owned, son. You got fucking owned. That was the last time I ever spoke to somebody who was asleep and capable of sleep talking. Sleep talking is really weird and a little bit dangerous as well, because it's like Inception almost.
Influence.
People will say anything in a dream. If they believe they're dreaming, they believe they're completely safe. And they will say anything. You can ask them anything at all, which is dangerous.
Suzanne can speak other languages in her sleep.
Other languages.
I'm so convinced it's another language because it sounds. You know, if someone pretends to make up, you can tell that that's made up.
Yeah.
She sounded so articulate in a different language when she was asleep. It was always when we go out on the piss, though.
Did you try like a voice translator?
No, it was before that when a smartphone. It was basically when I first met her.
No, she doesn't do it anymore.
No, it was because when we used to go out on like Friday night and get
Did you think she was
absolutely
speaking
hammered.
tongues?
Yes.
You generally thought she was like
Yes.
possessed or something.
Purely because I'd hear her do it and I'd wake up in the night and then I'd stay awake for a bit thinking what the hell was that, and then she'd turn a bit and then she'd do it again like a little rant in this voice or accent or language or whatever, and then as I tried to interact with her, she'd respond in like this weird fucking language. It was really strange, but she stopped doing it now. But I mean, like,
That's scary, man.
yeah. I mean, legit. I can't stress enough that you know when someone's making up a fake language when they're trying to speak to you as they take the piss. It sounded like an actually fully articulated
scared?
language. No.
They bother you a little
No,
bit.
because I was at the time I was shit faced. So in the night I was just trying to conversate with her, and she goes,
Oh, that's freaky. Anyway, it's been an hour. Let's take a quick break, then we'll come into question time, and I'll wrap up, and then we're going to check out some Minecraft.
I'll
should be
check
good.
out my fucking mount.
You checked him out. I also need to call Emma and check on Ben. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Genji's going to play a couple of adverts. We apologise for that, but it is what funds the show and the stream and the channel. So we'll be back soon.
Oh, but before we go, like Jack, I actually play with Jack, but I just banned now, even though he's been a bit rivalry. But let me just do this. Ha, Jack, you can't respond to this, you little bastard.